part of the tricontinental South-South dialogue on defying disasters is a tree of action to confront climate change. And this includes illustrated pledges done by children and youth from the Philippines, Kenya, and Colombia, because it's a tricontinental. But we're also asking, that's why we have this free leaves handshape, it's a pledge.
So what's the idea of this? You'll ask people to write on
yes,
their
to
pledges,
write their
their
pledges, their wishes, so that you have a global panorama of the commitment of peoples of the world to really confront a survival issue. One of the other things we're bringing, we had a contest with UNIC and UNIDO assisting. We're under the patronage of UNESCO.
Well, let's have a look at it. If you could hold that up.
Yeah, this is an example of what the kids internalized and expressed. One of the winners for Sustainable Energy for All, because it's the UN year.
And where did this who did this painting? Where did this painting come from?
We had a contest for ages 8 to 13 and 14 to 20. This one is from the group of 14 to 20. They come from different schools and even out-of-school youth. And we brought some of the paintings besides the other pledges. We put it in the shape, the leaf is in the shape of a hand pledge.
Right, you can hold that up to the camera, see that on the camera.
So, you see, these are done by kids.
And what will happen to these hands when the pledges are written on, the wishes and these very artistic
they're
hands?
all
what will happen
planted in a tree of action. It's a tree, and it's drawn from the reflection of the Sidra national tree, which has been used here to symbolize scientific knowledge, heritage, unity. So this is what we would like to reflect with this tree of action, because last year at Durban, our institution was able to push for the acceptance of culture as an essential ingredient in sustainable development, which was done in Rio. After Durban, it was presented in Rio, it was approved. And what's important now is to demonstrate that indeed culture is a very effective educational tool, values educational tool, starting from the young in all sectors, in order to conscientize, to motivate, popularize science, and involve people to count themselves in, as what is being said here in Doha, to help save our ailing Mother Earth. Otherwise, that's why we have here a painting done by persons with disabilities. We call them handicapable artists.
This is the painting behind you here.
Yes, yes. In fact, I'm here with two artists from our team. One was the artist facilitator, who is from a region in the Philippines, Isabella, and one is from Pixel Media Arts, because it's a multimedia arts installation, besides the visual arts. And we're so glad that Miss Christiana Figueres has agreed to sort of unfold this, because December 3 is World Disability Day by the United Nations. And we keep on telling we've got to fight climate change, because if we don't, we could all end up dead or disabled.
Where are we going to see this painting? I mean, is it going to be displayed here in Doha?
Yes, it's going to be displayed here at the exhibition hall. And we were very thrilled that Madame Almusa, who is directing the expo, has said to move the tree also after it opens here at the expo, so it will be more exposed to the people.
So the tree of action is going to be planted, displayed here as well in the exhibition centre?
Until the 5th, because it's part of the tricontinental South-South dialogue, which involves the Philippines, Colombia, and Kenya. And we're enhancing this with other countries that are having really good practices and models of defying disasters, in indigenous, innovative practices. So this is what's going to be unfolded here on the 3rd World Disability Day. If there was a gender day, there's now a disability day. Persons with disabilities, it's not just their right, the human rights, because it's also the week of human rights, the first week of December, but it's also to call attention to their perspective or the need for us to really confront this challenge, daunting challenge. Otherwise, we'll all be either annihilated or, well, faced with physical problems. Right. So that's the idea. And we're also glad that we had a little dialogue with the COP president, His Excellency, Minister Altia. And this is wonderful. We hope to, because Her Highness, the Shika, is involved with culture, and she's also a UNESCO envoy for education, that we could have fusion of this as we are working. The UNESCO Director General, Dr. Irina Bokova, has really stressed the importance of cross-cultural action, multidisciplinary action. So this provides the input of artists, teachers, for helping reach out, build the values, the mindset to be able to confront this challenge.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much.
That's on December.
On December the 3rd. December the 3rd.
Right here at 10 o'clock at the exhibition hall.
In Hall 4.
In Hall 4. And there's going to be a tricontinental South-South dialogue. It's chaired by our Climate Change Commissioner, Cecile Alvarez. It will be in Hall 5, Room 3. It's a little late, but we hope everybody will try to come. That's at 8:15 to 9:45. It's really a way to help arouse the action that is necessary now, not tomorrow, not later, because we're facing really this really maddening, dangerous disasters, catastrophes that we've seen how lives are lost and properties destroyed, livelihood. And we will never be able to win the war on poverty if we do not connect it to confronting climate change.